Alright, so it's been a while since the last video. Luckily this one's, well, maybe not luckily, this one's going to be a little short. There's not too much that I see worth picking out for the week of FOC August 23rd, 2021. As always, we just kind of go down the list in the previous catalog. Starting off this week, we have Image Comics. There's really not much that stood out to me as far as Image goes. There's a new series by Jeff Lemire, which are usually pretty good, called Primordial. The only thing is that those usually don't turn into big speculation books, but they are good reads for the most part, and I made a habit of picking them up. We have more Walking Dead reprints with color this time, but nothing that screams at me. Dark Horse doesn't really have anything. They got 4 titles coming out for the week of, what is it, what is it, in September these books are coming out? Yeah, so there's really not much coming out for Dark Horse. We have IDW. I'm a sucker for Godzilla stuff. We got Godzilla versus Mothra. Usually they're allies, but sometimes it's fun to see them fight here and there. Star Wars High Republic is all over the place. I stopped picking them up because the reads aren't that great, but speculation wise, some of those books are just popping off. It doesn't hurt to grab a copy of each. Usagi Yojimbo, issue 20 or 21, I believe, featured that new Usagi in training. It has a cult following, but I haven't personally read it myself, but it wouldn't hurt to check out if you want to see something new. That's been pretty enduring since the earlier days of comics, especially independent ones. Marvel, there's about 2 books that pop out to me. You got a bunch of Eternals stuff getting pushed because they got the movie coming out. So you got Eternals and Thanos, which are just 2 hype things being slapped together, probably for the sake of the movie. Those aren't the ones I'm going to point out. The ones I am interested in are Extreme Carnage Agony #1. I love the Scotty Young covers that he does. They're just quirky cool, and you never know what you might find in those one-shots. Symbiotes are so popular that it doesn't hurt to have one of each. The hype book for this week is Iron Man 12, the Raza cover. I'll blow that up a little bit so you can take a closer look. It's got DJ Miles. The only thing is that it did not fly under the radar, so there will be 1.5 million copies printed most likely, making it a kind of risky speculation book, just because that will only be for the art. I doubt Miles has anything to do with the story, so there shouldn't be anything really going for this book besides the art. And again, it's being posted all over different forums and Facebook pages, and it's a very nice cover, but it is a risky spec. Something neat I saw was The Last Annihilation of Wakanda. You got Dormammu from Doctor Strange becoming some sort of living planet god monster thing. I don't know what's going on with Dormammu nowadays, but it's just getting crazier and crazier, and it might be an interesting read because of that. Let's see here. You got War of the Bounty Hunters spanning like 12 different books. I can't do tie-ins and stuff like that anymore. I got burned out. I've been away from the previews catalog for a little bit, so I didn't notice that Warhammer was being published by Marvel now. I know Warhammer has a big cult following too, so that is pretty neat to see. Dynamite just has their 1 million different variants of their 5 books. Nothing too crazy there. Berserker is still chugging along. Probably, no, it still says it's got Keanu Reeves in the credits, but he probably doesn't have much to do with it anymore. Anyways, new book coming out that is getting 1 million variants, store variants, is Maw #1. I like this B cover. It's by Donny Cates' wife, Megan Hutchinson Cates, and it is super creepy with this chick here in the bottom left. I think the premise seems interesting. Somebody gets attacked. I think she undergoes some sort of transformation and becomes this crazy monster thing. The premise sounds great. If you have a chance to look through it, I would pick up a copy just because I can see that being translated to the screen very well, very easily, and probably pretty successfully. You got more issues, later issues of a lot of books that have gotten popular. You got Seven Secrets, you got Wind, just all the regular boom stuff. Not too good speculation-wise, but the titles are solid reads. One thing I wanted to go over was, I know Haha has popped off a bit. If you see something like this in the previews catalog, it says DF. It's Dynamic Forces, and they're super hit or miss on getting their orders out at all, or even in a timely manner, whichever one you want to argue. And some shops will just never get them, so trying to order them like that could be a hassle and a risk. I would personally just rather buy the book for $40 and send it to get graded myself than order through Dynamic Forces. You got Frank Cho's Fight Girls, I Breathe the Body, has gotten trade paperback, it's collected. If you had heard anything about that, it's done, I believe. There was a book I can't remember if I mentioned it before on here, but there was something being written by Adam Goldberg. He's a screenwriter, called Possessive. Again, premise sounds great, super creepy spirit that like attaches to this dude who's trying to do something new with his life. I don't know. But so when you see stuff written by screenwriters and things like that, they're probably hoping that it gets picked up, and that should be grounds for you to pick up a copy as well, in hopes that it blows up later on. And that is about it for the week of August 23rd, 2021. I will, again, try to keep it a little more regular. My publishing has been really hit or miss, and I apologize for that. But if you could drop likes, follows, subscribes, whatever it is nowadays that they use, that would be awesome, and I will see you later.